Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back with you today after a long break. I got sick for it seems like 3 weeks or so with different things, but I am back now. Today I am going to be working on a project and also a challenge that I did for the Fairytale Club. The challenge was to document your everyday life and also how it is your everyday kind of fairy tale. For the challenge, I chose to do a spread in my Week in the Life album. These photos are from an afternoon on Wednesday when we were doing the Week in the Life back in April. If you've been following along with me for a little while on Instagram, me and the kids have this thing on Wednesdays that we call Wednesday Adventures, and this Wednesday was no different. I took the kids out to their favorite park, and they played in the water, and they played on the playground. And so right now I'm just getting all my photos ready to go, just cutting up my 3x4s. I'm using two different type of page protectors, one that has a 4x6 and two 3x4s, and then the other side has all 3x4 photos. Right now I'm trying to figure out and place my 3x4 photos. I do want to balance out the colors in the photos. For now I'm just going to go ahead and set them down where they are and move on. Since my challenge involves fairy tales, everyday fairy tales, I'm going to pick out this card and cut out that piece that says, I believe in fairy tales. This is one of the cut apart sheet cards, and it's a 4x6 one. I'm not exactly sure where I want to put it. I was wondering if I could put it on two of the 3x4 pockets. But in the end, I decided to put it on the photo of Maddie on the left-hand side. I added some journaling onto the photo, and then I'm going to put the little strip underneath the journaling. I think it will work nicely there, and then maybe I can add some more embellishments later on. I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to go through the embellishment pack that comes in the kit. I'm going to go ahead and play around with them and see which ones I might want to use. And so I'm just going to go ahead and place them near the photos or the journaling card that I might want to use it on. Right now I'm going to work on a 3x4 card. I'm going to cut a 3x3 strip of this nice red and pink and blue pattern paper, so that way I can go ahead and add my little 2x2 photo onto it. And then below the photo I'm going to add some journaling onto some white cardstock. I'm just going to go ahead and place the photo onto the paper and make sure I like the way it looks, and then I'm going to leave it for now. And then as you can see, I just switched over those two 3x4 photos because it was just too much green on that left-hand side, and I just wanted to balance out those green colors. So I think it looks a lot better now. I'm going to go ahead and add some stickers onto that 3x4 photo. I added one that says to do on top of my journaling that I added onto the photo. And then I'm going to cut one of the labels in half so that way I can add it on to the bottom of the photo. I like the look of it hanging off of the edge of the photo. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down and see how I like it. All right, looks like I've got my journaling onto a piece of white cardstock. Now it's ready to be put together. I think I needed to cut a little bit of the pattern paper off, and so but I decided to go ahead and glue it on first, and that way I can cut off the excess. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that way, once it's all ready for my photo, I can just put my photo on there and be ready to go. I just need to glue my photo on there and then probably add some embellishments somewhere. But before I do that, I'm going to finish up my 4x6 photo with a few embellishments. I already glued down the word strip, the Fairytale one, and then also that blue heart on the top. And then I added a piece of sequins, and that one is all done. And now I'm going to figure out which embellishment I'm going to put on that piece of yellow pattern paper. I ended up picking that blue bow. I thought it tied in nicely with all the other blues in the photos. All right, I know I seem to be jumping around a lot, but that's kind of how I work. So I picked out that ticket, that blue ticket, and I'm gonna add it onto that 3x4 card with the square photo. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the photo on and then glue down the ticket. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of sequins as well to finish it off. The next thing that I'm going to finish up is I'm going to add a quote onto the yellow and white pattern paper. And it's a great quote. It says, "Every once in a while, right in the middle of your ordinary life, love gives you a fairy tale." And so I added that onto the bottom of the card. And I am almost done with my spread. I just have one last journaling card, and that's the one that says Wednesday on the top and is yellow. I'm gonna add some stamping to the bottom. I have this stamp that says date, and then I'm gonna add the date with my rolling date stamp on the bottom. Now that I have my card mostly embellished, I'm going to add my journaling with my printer. And that way I can finish up the card and get done with my spread. All right, you guys, I'm going to finish up this last card and call it done. Thanks so much for coming, you guys. Make sure you check out the Fairytale blog and the shop to get your kit. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.